Hey, what's going on, guys? It's FiresprayXL, and I'm back again with another cringy ass video for YouTube. So today we're going to try to figure out whether or not if you should buy the VK4503. So let's go ahead and jump right into the deal itself. It's $24.99. You get the tank itself, you get a garage slot, of course. You get 1,700 gold, and you get a bunch of boosters, which honestly they probably threw in just so that they could jack up the fucking price. Let's just be fucking real here. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys read these specs, because unfortunately I don't know why they do not list it in the deals themselves, which is weird because you'd think that it would be, kind of useful information, but you know how they do it. So I'm going to shut up and let you guys read. Just take note that I had already filled in the, consumables, the provisions, and the equipment, so it will affect, like your reload time and maybe view range and that kind of thing. So let's start with the basics. It's a Tier 7 premium German heavy tank that, if you look at it, just saying it really just looks like the Tiger II. It's not really noticeably different than the Tiger II. As you can see, it literally has the same hull and a very similar turret. So in the front of the VK4503, it has kind of like this rounded or angled armor on, again, the front of the turret, whereas on the Tiger II, it's flat. Other than that, there really isn't that much of a difference between like the designs of the tanks. So something different about the turret of the VK4503 is that it does have this commander's hatch that is kind of ejecting out of the side of the turret here, whereas if you look at it from the Tiger II, this is just not the case, which is interesting, and it makes you think like this could be a weak spot. I don't know. I don't think I've ever honestly played against this vehicle, like ever, but this is definitely something you should take note of, is that it does have that. So it really honestly is basically a hybrid between the Tiger 1 and the Tiger 2. Now, the difference being is that it doesn't have the same armor thickness as the Tiger 2. This only has a maximum of 100 millimeters in the front, and that goes for both the turret and the hull armor, and that is literally identical to the Tiger 1 as far as thickness goes, but when you factor in the sloped armor of the VK, I guess it can benefit versus being just a straight up box. Anyone pretty much in Tier 7 is going to be able to penetrate you. So again, essentially it is the Tiger II with its stock configuration as far as the gun. It's just an 88 millimeter, which I was actually kind of shocked to see personally. I thought for the longest time that it had the 10.5 centimeter like the Tiger II does on its upgrade. I personally thought it was getting this gun or this gun. Now, I did mention that this does not have quite the same thickness as the Tiger II's frontal armor. I'll quickly show you this, but I'm pretty sure that you guys already know these things. Since it being a standard vehicle and being around for like fucking forever, it has 150 on the hull and it has 185 on the turret. Also want to quickly mention is that I have not yet played this vehicle, so you guys are going to get to see me play this vehicle for the very first time. So now let's go ahead and get into some gameplay. Let's get into that shit. So this is my first time playing the vehicle. This is my first game with it. It really does kind of remind me of its maneuverability to the Tiger II. It's very comparable. Turret traverse is, well, about average. It almost seems thinner than the Tiger II. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure it's not, but it just kind of almost seems like it. Shit, where are you going? I don't know why they're camping at spawn, pretty much. So far, I am really sucking. I don't think this vehicle is going to do too well side scraping. I'm really camping right now, like hardcore. I need to go hit up this base before they cap it, even though it's going to be a while, but still. Go ahead and make our point that we don't want them fucking capping and shit. Wow, it definitely does seem a little bit accurate. And people are going to say, yeah, German accuracy, right?
Enemy armor is damaged.
Ooh, that was a close call.
Enemy armor is damaged.
I'm liking the accuracy so far, buddy. See what the gun depression's like on it. There's some numbers I do not know of. And here comes the Blitz. I'm doing absolutely terrible right now. Why are you trying to hide behind me? You have more hit points than me, bro. Get out of here with that. So yeah, it ended in tragedy. Let's go ahead and get into the second gameplay, and we'll do that shit right now. So yeah, the first game ended in complete disaster. It was terrible, it was tragic, and I'm sorry that you guys had to even see clips from that. So I'm gonna go right because they have more mediums / lights than we do, and that guy got destroyed. Now, obviously, again, I'm probably not going to be talking too much as this is being recorded live. Has a pretty good reload time on this vehicle, that's something I can say. It's also pretty accurate. Pretty slow, but, you know, it's a heavy. Making their way around. They're going to try to flank us on that side because I think they thought we were on that side. And that guy's going to die. There's no way I can reach over there in time. Sorry, bro. Don't know why you're over there.
Looks like that one went right through.
Just laying a couple of shots over here while I can, and behind cover he went. This is another disaster. Already lost 2. Well, we got 1 down.
Nailed him. That one ricochet.
Oh, bro, come on, don't do it, don't do it. And he did it. This game is probably officially over, unless I can, like a major carry game. That'd be pretty cool, right?
Hit them hard. Strike through their armor.
Nice. We ain't doing too well over there.
Another one like that should finish them.
Don't why did you do that, bro?
Gotcha.
Yep. Another game ending in disaster.
Hit them hard.
Wow, I bounced around.
That's gotta hurt. Nice shot.
Didn't do it that time. And he just shot the wreck of his friend.
Critical hit.
Oh snap, PB2. Holy miss.
We finish him off.
I know I don't really need the premium rounds, but
Penetration.
I am pretty much screwed right now. Ooh, the wreck 2. Nope. Don't want to give him my front of my hull armor, or the side of my hull armor. Wish this was like ever so slightly faster. See if I can't make him shoot. See if I can't bait a shot from him. He only has to hit me once. You can either end this in the draw, or I'm gonna get screwed.
Enemy armor is damaged.
This is getting pretty intense. I wasn't expecting this. See if I can't come back down this way again. I know I don't need the premium ammo, but where's he at? This is really stupid right now, but I'm dead. Oh, nope, he's dead. I win. Holy cow.
And knocked out.
And I just completely carried the game. I went from tragedy to success. That was the opposite of what I was expecting. Wow. So here are the post-game stats, and I'm shocked and really happy right now. I am new to this vehicle. This was only my second game, but anywho, let's get into it. So I got a first class, got a Top Gun, got a high caliber, Calabanos medal. Yep. So there you go. Oops, didn't mean to click on that again. Master Gunner, and Sharpshooter. So I did 3,100 damage. I was able to make 42,000 credits, which is actually in a way kind of disappointing. I was hoping for more. I was able to destroy 4 vehicles, and here is the team. Here's detailed if you want to see it, but I won't hold it for very long. So that was quite a shocking game. I really wasn't expecting to do that. That was just probably lucky. I mean, if that guy had landed his shot, I'm pretty sure that he was rushing and wasn't able to fully aim his shot, but what are you going to do? Worked out for me, sucks for him. So now you can kind of see how the vehicle performs. So it is a bit slower than I was expecting. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be like a medium tank or a light tank or like a fast heavy. I was just expecting it to be, I don't know, just slightly faster than it is or was. So it really does, in a lot of ways, still play a lot like its standard vehicle counterpart. Now, I will say that I am happy with this vehicle's reload time being at 6.1 seconds, and I'm not running double rations, I'm just running the premium rations. Gun depression seems usable in this. I mean, it's not like awesome. I don't really know the numbers on this vehicle, just to be honest with you, but it is usable. Armor isn't like crazy good on this vehicle. It is very, very comparable to the Tiger 1, more so than it is comparable to the Tiger 2, which is interesting because they do have like the same hull. It's just because of thickness. you're not going to be bouncing but so many rounds, especially against players that are using the Tiger 1. You can easily penetrate the front of the VK. Then again, I have not personally faced off against it, so I can only speculate and just guess. So now it's time for the big question of the day, and that is whether or not you should buy this vehicle. I want to go ahead and just say it like this. Usually I will say it depends on the kind of player you are, but in this situation, with it being like a hybrid between the Tiger 1 and the Tiger 2, I don't really see it being unique enough for you to spend the $25 on it. I mean, it is unique, but I just don't see it being unique enough. Now, if it had brought a 10.5 centimeter gun like it is on the Tiger 2, then I would probably have said that this would have been definitely worth it. But since it does have the 88 millimeter on it, even though it does have a really good reload time, I think for the average player, you might as well skip on this vehicle. But it really is, at the end of the day, up to you. As a tank collector, that completely voids what I just said. I think that it will definitely make a good vehicle to add to your collection, again, if you are a collector. It's just that for the average player looking for a solid Tier 7 premium vehicle, I think that there are other vehicles that you could probably do better with. This is interesting, and if you want to add it to your collection, I would say definitely go for it, again, as a collector. So I just want to quickly say that I am going to be bringing a should you buy it or not video for the Panther, so just be on the lookout for that. So if you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you did not like this video, well, I don't fucking blame you, because it was all over the place and the first game was absolutely freaking tragic. But if you haven't already, please make sure you drop me a subscribe, as it would definitely be greatly appreciated, and I really do hope you guys have a wonderful day.